2019 Exam 2 Data Analysis, Question 6. Okay, we're looking at seasonal indices now. So we've got the seasonal index for winter already at 1.41. So when you're making your calculations and you don't get 1.41, then your other values of summer, autumn, and spring aren't going to be right either. So, it's good that they give you one answer so you can check what's going on. Now, the first thing you need to do is work out the average for each year. So the average for 2015, if you work that out, is 160, and 2016 is 150, lovely round numbers. And then what you're going to do is divide each number by its average. So the top row are all divided by 160, and the bottom row all by 150. And what you'll get, I'm going to give myself some space here because horrible big writing, 2015, 2016, you're going to have summer, you'll get 0.8875 and 0.9, autumn, 0.975 and 1.02, and then we got winter, 1.3875 and 1.44, and then spring, put a U there, 0.75, 0.64. If you then, now you've got to average down. So just take the averages of those two numbers and you'll get 0.89375. You'll get 0.9975. 1.41375. That's what we wanted, 1.41. Do the rounding in a minute, and 0.695. Now, oh dear, the examiner's report says the classic thing that student calculations were generally reasonable, but rounding was not. Oh dear. In particular, the calculated value for autumn of 0.9975 was often rounded to the nearest whole number rather than to 2 decimal places. So let's have a look at these numbers. Let's change colors. So 2 decimal places, as it says, 2 decimal places. So 2 decimal places, 2 decimal places, 2 decimal places. All right, so the 9 looks at the 3, stays on the floor. The 7 and 5 don't matter. So you should get 0.89. You can stick that over there. Then let's look at the autumn, 0.997. So the 9 looks at the 7. Don't worry about the 5, it has to go up. So you'll actually get 1.00 because the 9 has to go up. So then the next 9 has to go up and then it overflows all thing. Look, 100 is 1 more than 99. All right, so you get 1.00. And then spring, the 9 looks at the 5 and says you have to go up 2 decimal places. So you've got to make sure you say that, well, that was 1.41 by the way. 0.70, and yeah, 42% got no marks, 26% got 1 mark, and about a third got 2 marks. It's just a lot of churning through numbers. You can understand why people actually do use spreadsheets and computers to do all these things. You just put the data in and it does whiz bang for you and that's repetitive calculations for you. Okay, so we've now got some data for 2017, and we've got to use the appropriate SI to deseasonalize winter 2017. That value is 1.41, and we've got to make sure that we round the answer to the nearest whole number correctly. All right, formula sheet says SI equals actual over the deseasonalized. All right. You might want to have a few rearrangements of this. Let's rearrange this a few ways. Deseasonalized, because I know a lot of people just freak out about these things. It's very simple. Actual over SI, and then actual equals SI times deseasonalized. So that's the 3 arrangements of these equations. The one we want is to get the deseasonalized, so we need to do actual over SI. So our actual is 262, so we're doing 262 over 1.41, and what you'll get is 185.815608, but it said to the nearest whole number, so that equals 186 millimeters.